Oh, this is Chris Szuter, I think. I played him in a final out in Canton. I think that was his hometown at the time. I saw him here a month or 6 weeks ago, and I didn't recognize him. And come on, looked at one another, and that was the best tournament I ever played in my life. Was out there at Canton, and ended up losing Chris there at the end. But I beat King Kong Godzilla rode down on the way to him, and I went for $10 into Calcutta at that joint. Looks like Chris and Mikey.
This guy got coins. He got the first one he ever made. He had a coin.
I don't have a coin. You kidding? Here, let me do it this way. Pick a hand here, Chris. You lose. Okay. Yeah, I had
Pulling tricks on me.
no. Yeah, we talked.
Both hands.
We talked about that before we came in.
Good luck.
Usually do it with a piece of chalk, but that's all I have is that pen. Mikey wins on a break on a questionable on a questionable maneuver. No, I usually hold a piece of chalk behind my back and pick a hand. I had a pen in my hand, so I put my hands behind my back and said to pick a hand. And Mikey won that one. That's a mess. Whoa, man, it's going to be like 2 or 3 months ago on that table 7 up there. Always seemed to be a cluster at the end of the break. We'll see how it goes throughout the day. We're going to be playing all the matches right here on this table 5. Might be able to kiss the 9 off the 8 or even make it in clean, but tough shot. But you have a good chance of leaving this safe if you miss. Cue ball, in my opinion, is probably coming right back down here by the 4 ball. Ooh, look at that nice little shot. Over top of a ball, you might try that 9 off the cue ball, but I think you better just duck and put every ounce of what you can do into ducking right here rather than trying to fumble around and get over here on the 9 and then blow a safety. But either way, it's not very easy. You know, I'd probably kick behind it too, and the cue ball will go with the 9. Oh. Danny just sat down and said I have a few comments over here. I wasn't even paying attention to that. What are they talking about, Daniel? Yeah, they're between racks, and a guy walked up and started hitting balls. They wanted to take a break, and the cat. I mean, he just didn't know, and so he got a little bit of stink eye. But he came over and apologized. And I said, "Well, you just didn't know there was a match, on a break, And it wasn't a live rack. It was, between racks. So it's no big deal." Dwayne won that match 7-5. Yeah. Bill had a couple shots hang on him there late. He hit him good too. It's just the pockets are playing really, really sticky. You see,
humid in here.
and look, the pocket faces are pretty white. See how warm and white they are, and it just took the spin off a couple balls and parked him right in the pocket. He hit it good too. He made a nice jump shot, and I said, "Is that DM3? Is he at DM3?"
No.
Oh, well, that's why I said even if it isn't, he hit it good because he made a great tight close up jump shot in a crucial situation too.
To keep the scores updated for the people.
Yeah, okay. You mean manually?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, did you see a pen? No. Looks like the scoring system to post isn't going to be accurate. There's some kind of issue. But I'm going to give it to you. Keep track of it manually and then just keep stating it. It may update and it may not. Gonna come with another one. I had to cut to 5, I had to cut to 7, got to cut to 8, and I cut this thin at 3 o'clock. Cut this kin at 3 o'clock and kill that cue ball right where it sits down here in this end rail. I just bring that thing to a halt after it hits these end 2 rails down. Cut it and hit 2 rails and die. Now, he might put running on it. I'll play with him long enough to, oh, he's going to bank his ball. Okay. Wait a minute, boys. He's banking. Hit the point. Had some inside English on that. And this should be over and back. You don't want to try to shoot too easy. You want to go 2 rails there. Oh, by God, he did exactly the opposite of what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to go over and back. Maybe I didn't see it quite right, but he killed that kind of nice. I think even I like a twirl ball and kill a ball with English, but I think even I would have went over and back right there, but I'm so out of stroke that I need a spot on the lag. As a matter of fact, I'm so out of stroke, the last time I lagged, I blew the cue ball off the table. Balls right in the same pocket, almost simultaneous. Let me know. I'm just trying to talk right on top of this mic. We're jammed over here in the corner. I'm doing the golf commentary voice, and it's tough because I think I might have spooked somebody. I don't know. It's hard to talk low But let me know if you can hear me. I'm right almost against the mic, and it might be just about right, and I can probably scream my voice a little bit for the players right here. We have a plexiglass thing at the house. Use a piece of plexiglass and put it over top the desk we sit on, so we're behind the. We can see everything's going on, but still have our voices behind the plexiglass. So next time I get doing this, exactly what we're going to do, so we can speak up and be bold and be heard. It's Chris here, 1-0. Chris over Mikey, 1-0. Okay, it's 2-0, Chris. I thought that 9 might try to hang here. If you remember the last match on here, Bill hit a 7 ball coming from the other direction there and it hung up. But that 9 went in a little chunky, but I thought it was going to hold there, but it went in. Good shot. 2-0, Chris. He might play this up in the corner. Might play this in the corner. No? Oh, you had room to get down and back. Okay. That should be okay. 7 to the 8 might be the story here. If you get straight enough on the 8, you won't have to go around the table to get back on the 9. But you got to get good on the 8 so you can hold there for the 9. We'll see how that shakes out. That was a little wide, but you got a perfect angle to get down the center of the table. About a 1.5 gap here to get in there. Oh, he's going 3 rails. Oh, perfect. Nice shot. Perfect. Okay, 2-1, Chris over Mikey. 2 Chris, 1 Mikey. Chris is having some good food from this place. It shows you how good the food is. The guy's playing in a tough match, and he's eating from King's Seat. So if you're out floating around, ever in the area, come through here and get the food. This food's strong as Ajax here. I haven't had a bad bite in this joint yet. Great people, great staff, lots of smiles. Well done place. If you don't even play pool, come by and get something to eat and have a drink. Got a bar out front with a table. A lot of people come and pass time on that table. You don't have to play in a tournament or whatever, or even league. You just come in and play on the coin op tables and get something to eat and have a drink. King's Seat in Irwin, Pennsylvania, USA, on Route 130. I remember I played. Pretty tough guy eating while he's playing a match. I don't know if I could do that. You know, my game's shaky enough. I can't be dining while I'm shooting, but that's how smooth that cat is, I guess. I played him a tournament in Canton. Man, I had to get past Lyle Gay, D. Atkins. I had Howard Vickery, Jack Hines. I beat all these guys, you know, the guys I'd read, you know, see in the paper, billiard news. And then I got to Chris. I said, well, I heard of him, you know. I said in the final. And so I got through all those guys, and then I got Chris, and boy, he laced me good. I started fumbling around at the end, but I left a couple lay, and he pounded sand up my ass and beat me pretty hard. But I was tickled about that tournament. I played pretty good as a whole. I've won those type tournaments, but that, to me, that was my best played tournament from start to finish. And all the guys who were there, Joe Kerr was the referee. If anybody's old enough to remember Joe Kerr, if you don't know Joe Kerr or don't know what the hell I'm talking about, too young to know or aren't certain, you can punch up Joe, Kerr, one of the best, not like a Charlie or Setti type guy. You know, the old school 80s, 90s guys was Charlie Rossetti and Joe Kerr, two best referees between here and Zanzibar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mikey's always been one of my favorite players. I've sparred with him over the years and just love his game. He's beaten some of the best players in the world, and they can't understand what the hell happened to him. We were out, maybe we talked about before, me and Danny, we were out by Pittsburgh Airport, and had a tournament out there, and we walked by between matches, and I look and I see 9-2 Mikey playing Tony Allen. Anybody doesn't know Tony Allen, look back at the Hurricane Tony Allen. And we said, we'll score the bar and get a sandwich and a beer and we'll be back. So we come back and end up 11-2 or 11-3, and I thought, boy, Mikey got drilled. And that's when Tony was like a TV guy and beating everybody and top 2 or 3 ranked, maybe 3rd or 4th ranked player in the world. And I said, Mikey, would he torture you? He said, what? He said, no. He said, no, I beat him 11-3. I go, get the hell out. We didn't even know. Me, my grandback Davey D'Amico were over the bar, come back, we see it. We thought Tony Allen lit Mikey up, and it was the other way around. I would have said something to Tony Allen. He was hard and a freshly fox in a forest fire over there, losing to some guy he never heard of, and not losing. He just pounded sand up his gazoo. that's how tough he is. And that wasn't the only TV guy I seen Mikey take down, and nobody heard about me or Mikey. And I said, it's like the guy with the glove, or that little guy from where, who, what, when, what just happened. I think between at the Calcutta, I think me and Mikey both went for a ham sandwich and a six-pack. Okay, 2-2. Like I said there, Chad, good good match with Mikey and Chris here. It's a coin toss. Loved seeing 2-2. I hope it's nail biter right down the end. I'm sure they don't want it that way, but a spectator would like to see it that way. Probably in for a tight one the whole way to the end. It'd be nice to watch. Oh man, look at that. Got rubbed down here. I kind of sense a safe coming up here. No cut, no nothing. I'm playing safe from here. Well, he's GPSing it here. I don't know if I'd let this fly. I think I'd hide under the bed here myself. Good shot. Boy, see, that's the same. That's the same. Yeah, that was the same spot that Bill McClain hit. From that side, he hit the right side facing first. That pocket's really sweaty down there. That's why when Chris rolled that ball, 9-ball across the end rail, coming at that direction, it took it, come from the other side, from this angle we're looking at right here, rejected both, 3 different shots. Yeah, that one really was a big swing right there. I don't think I shot that one anyhow. I'd have hit under the bed on that one. Can you kill that right there? You have to go around. Look out, boys. So I like turning that with a ton of left English and coming past the backside of the 6 twice. Fab, that's 4-ball again. Roll that back. And 2 tips from left. 9 o'clock on the cue ball, 2 tips. You can cut that, hit the side rail, end rail, and back to the side rail again, and go under the 6 and back under the 6 again, out in the open, gargantuan area of the table right there. Good shot to practice and know. Handy shot there, recognizing that shot's, got to recognize that, and he executed well too. He's going to have to do some twirling on this one, because I think if he comes towards me on the inside of the 8, I don't think he can get there, so he's going to have to jack up and twirl this one to lengthen it out to get to the 5. The optimum would be hit this end rail, kick the backside of the 5, but right now you're just hoping to hit the 5 at all. But the optimum would be to twirl this enough to lengthen it and hit the underside of the 5, like this. But didn't work out so good. That's a good shot on Mikey's part right there. Dead center of the table here. You don't do nothing cute. You come out dead center of the table. Go 3 rails to the 9. 3 rails to the 9 right here. Chris told him that was good. For those of you who are familiar, conceding a ball. A lot of guys will do that, a lot of women. I'm not just saying guys, a lot of people do that. Playing pool. Sometimes tournament operators, I operated a couple thousand tournaments in my life, but I always said make him shoot the ball, no matter what. That way you don't get in any kind of arguments. Well, I gave you 3, and you made me shoot that little cupcake there, and I missed it because of thinking you were going to give it. It just causes some hard feelings or some misses on occasion. But you get inside the guy's head by not conceding some and conceding others. So instead of playing those games, when I run tournaments, I say you must shoot the cheese ball in, shoot the last ball in. And when it got to the point where there's some bigger tournaments we had, I said, if you concede a ball, you also concede the next game. So if I see a guy drag him down through a temper tantrum or something like that, or forfeit or knock a ball around, like take your stick and whack it off the table, you concede the next game also. So it worked out better that way. But among friends, I mean, this isn't a world championship or something like that, but among friends, you would go ahead and concede the sign. But it is a way to get inside an opponent's head every once in a while. You'll see it from time to time. I see Pat Calvarese here had a good match, one really good match down at Valley Forge. He went deep down. He was ahead late with the guy to come in second at Valley Forge in their pro event. Danny knows their names. I don't know these. These younger players now. But it's one of the sprockets type players. If you don't know what I mean by sprockets, watch Saturday Night Live when they did the skit Sprockets, and you see the black outfits and stuff like that. If you ever seen the European players, and some of these players have those outfits on, I call them Sprockets players. Well, that fella come in second. I can't recall his name. My boy knows Danny. He knows the guy's name. He was in that event too, my son. And he won beat a couple pros and then lost a couple. He got 2-2. But Pat, you'll see him here later, I'm sure, on this table. Went down either double cheese. He was ahead 9-7, race to 11 with the guy that came in second that tournament. He's a local guy here. Plays nice. Great golfer too, but plays great pool. Went down to a tight match with the second place. I think he went 1-2 in the tournament, but the one match he put up a doozy. I think he lost 11-9 or 11-10. He was up 9-7 on King Kong and couldn't quite close out the last couple games. But great tournament, great match for him down there. Might get your wish right down the cheese here. Might get my wish. Not wishing anybody sweating bullets, but it's a nice spectator sport. 3-3 match here now, race to 7. The loser side today will be race to 7 also, since they came up with 25 players. They were hoping for more, but they have 25 players, so we'll go race to 7 as well on the loser side. See if he can kill the cue ball again. He slid to the left here off the last time. I bet you Mikey adjusts to the right. Cue ball go to the right just a hair. Yep, I thought so. Stoned himself on the rack. There's a chuckle there or something. I think when this match is over, I have some spare spots in my cue case. I'm going to put a spot on this table just to hopefully improve that rack area a little bit. I'm going to put a spot on. Maybe the house probably has one too. think there's a little bit of a divot in that head spot. Just look up here, I see it's got a lot of wear on it. But it's a nice shot right there. That shot right there is how you win matches against good players, great players. He didn't have much to shoot at, and he short railed that shot and played that short rail. Chris did. I'm talking about that shot. That one might got away from Mikey a little bit, but it was a good attempt. Oh boy. You think to yourself, boy, I could have stopped short the pocket, past the pocket, but had stopped right there. Are you kidding me? If you're the opponent, if you're the guy shooting, you go, boy, I'm glad I stopped right there instead of anywhere else. Just the way non-ball goes sometimes, but
Ball slid.
I saw 2 or 3 balls skid here. I think when this match is over, I'm gonna go wipe the balls off and maybe brush that spot and put a new spot on it.
I'm in the way. I'm getting
I see your comment there, Billiard Fund 78. There is some places I've played that did it just like you're speaking of there. I understand that. It's probably not a bad idea. Yep. 4-3 Chris. Chris breaking out, up 4-3. This might be a quickie. This might be a quickie. Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same end of the table. This is like with the 4-9. A little bit cattywampus billiard shot in the 9. But if I'm ball in hand, I'm digging it. That's a rare event right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 on one end of the table, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the other. Wow. He may roll and play a 3-9 here and hell with the billiard on the 4. Maybe this 4 goes underneath. And not, I wouldn't put it there for the billiard, not guaranteed it. I think it's too steep of a combo. Man, it's a steep combo. Wow. They cut the living shit out of that 4. Oh boy, I didn't think you could cut that much from underneath, but Ray, he said just what I said. Okay, 4-4. Yep. 4-4, por favor. Yeah, see how they come out of this time. He did scoot him about the first front third of the spot right here. I say they come out of here pretty good right here. I see him scoot him forward. It's still on the spot, but the front third. If you ever play that way, if you can't change the spot, get him on the back or the front third and try to keep him from falling in that center chuck hole. See how clean they come out of there that time? That was just that front third of the spot. So if you twist them with your fingers and roll forward, now if you're rolling too far forward, your opponent might come over and bust you when you're racking your own. But if it's the baseball still on the spot, it's the front third. You have to accept that if it's on the spot completely. But I knew that was coming out of there good. That last one, they kind of went together pretty nice in the middle of the spot. They might have been froze, but for that head to ball to get up out of that orange spot takes a good bit off. That's a great shot to float that. You see most of the players go over and back. That was really the first clean open rack where everything's out and loose. Nothing on the rails near the side pocket, no clusters. I'd not go 3 rails out here. I wouldn't even 4 around, end up underneath. Oh, he's pulling it out of there. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, he's going 3 rails. He was shooting down on there, release forward. That's what spooked him there a little bit. 5-4 Mikey. We'll see where he puts the balls this time. Front third's the magic place. The center of that spot, not so much. Oh, they're yelling over here too. Oh boy, look at this. Might be another quickie as well. Look at that. Wow. Look out now. Look out now. Ooh, that could have spelled danger, huh? Especially with the cheese hanging around there. Especially with the cheese sitting in the hole. See, Mikey's like me. I was around him since we were teenagers. I was maybe early 20s. I think he's 60, 61. I'm 68, but since we were both young, been around one another, same neck of the woods in PA, and came to our pool room a lot. And he still has the same damn stick. He's cheap just like I am. I think he has a 69 Mucci with California tags over here. He might have put a tip on it twice since then. He's so cheap. He's got duct tape on the handle. He got bark on the shaft. Wow, one ball on this end of the table. That's a rarity right there. Look at the last two breaks, and then you look at this one. I wasn't even paying attention where they were in the mid spot or up spot, front of the spot, but sure looks like they were in that hole again. Look at that mess. One ball ended up table. Some of the sprockets tournaments you see, that's a foul. Remember they were calling that. If you didn't get so many balls up table, it was a foul. Pretty tough leave right here. What do you do with this? What do you do with this right here? He's going to his toolbox. And whatever got his jump cue. I didn't know he was tied up. I thought he could see that ball. Oh, I guess the 6 has him. It's hard to tell from here. Oh, you do what you can do to keep from scratching his side, and what's it do if it scratches in the other corner? That's pretty bizarre there. He hits it right in the face to prevent the scratch of the side, which was a nice shot, and then it doinks and comes over here and scratches in the corner. What do you got? Hey, shoot the 20. Okay, thank you. Stuff like this, you watch these two guys going back and forth. Just, these are the things that win games. You know, anybody can win games. That, you know, stuff happens. You get ball in hand, you run 3 or 4 balls, get a combo, those type of things. You break, make 2 or 3 balls, run out, string racks. But what wins games between tough players is moving. Even though 9-ball has a massive amount of luck, moving is separates you know, the good or great players from the champion superstar players. Is to win the shot, select the shot, execute the selection you made, has everything to do with who wins a match or who wins that game. And it's a good thing to picture not winning a match. Just do every possible thing you can do to win that game. And survey the table and survey the risk reward. Love to watch two good players move back and forth. If you watch pool on TV or watch matches like right here, you watch the things and pay attention to all the little stuff they do. Don't pay a lot of attention to a lucky break or the luck of the game. The moves of the game is what you try to look at. The next thing in line to watch would be their cue ball control. Brushed a booby going in. I thought it was going to hit the point. I think he did too. Nice shot. 6-5 Mikey. Okay, see if these come out here clean. Damn, I forgot to watch and see what area is spot. I don't see any portion of the spot. See if they all come out here lively. Yep, not bad. 3-9 kind of clung, but 6 or 7 come out there pretty sporty. Can't tell if you can see that or not. It's body English seems to might be tight.
Worst place for it to stop.
I don't want to talk too much in a tight match. It got real quiet here for a second, but that's a good shot. Look out. But if you run that back and look when Mikey was shooting that 3-ball, and people say, what the hell are you doing critiquing Mikey? But if you watch that previous shot on the 3-ball, if he takes the tip out, almost touches the cue ball in his strokes, that's when the tip is going to be delivered to the cue ball. If you look, he was being jacked up like that. He was stroking the cue ball, but the tip never went up in the practice strokes to the cue ball. So you feed more cue through your hand and get the tip closer. By the time you deliver deliver the tip to the cue ball, it'll be in the same manner you practice stroke. I know that reach, Mikey's, he's only about 4'12". The reach was an issue there, but if you're ever top a ball, or at any time, you take a tip up right to the ball, and as you stroke, it goes up close to the ball. Unless you're Bustamante. The only one I know, Bustamante never even gets a tip near the ball. He scratches it on the cloth 4 inches from the ball every time, but that's an exception to the rule. But on your practice strokes, as you practice 4 or 5 strokes, take the tip up to the ball, get your backhand right where you want it, that's where you deliver the tip of the ball. And as you practice stroke, take it up close to the cue ball as close as you can without moving it. Then when you stroke through, it hits the place that you're aiming at. If you run that back, you'll see Mikey was farther than his other strokes from the cue ball because of the reach. Okay, 6-6 match. Now he got to go up a little bit farther. One ball's leaking off. Now he's gonna have to go up to the front third. Now I got him good, and they're going to come out of there a howling. They'll all come out of there live. There won't be anything loafing right there. They'll all come out of there good. If you hit some square, cue ball leaks to the right slightly, leaks to the right off the head pin. They should come out of there a howling. I'd say he makes a couple here, or at least gets a lot of motion. Still caved in there. There's some caving in. I'm going to put a spot on that and clean the balls. Between matches, I'm going to put a spot on that table and wipe the balls up. Wipe the balls. That's me. I'm banking the 1 towards the 3 ball down. Can't get to the middle tail. I'm banking the 1 towards the 3 and trying to keep the cue ball behind these 4, behind this cluster of balls down here. Ton of left English. Cut the one down towards the 3 and 8. I think I had a duck there. Really was a tough place to get. The 2 ball was nowhere, and the 1 ball was brutal tough. You had wall balls to play it safe there, but not that I'm right and he's wrong. It just, that's my preference right there. It doesn't mean that anything Chris does is wrong. I like the safe there better than the cut. If you cut it and make it, the 2 is tied up with the 5 and the 7. You only got like 1 pocket for the 2 ball, but I think 6-6, I would play it safe there. Well done there, well done.
Freaking see.
6-6, ball in hand. Still got maneuver. A lot of tight little areas right there. Tight little shot here. That got about as tough as it could possibly get. And no pay. Like I said, tight little areas. You get rubbed out on the 8-ball. That's what the thing is with 7-foot play. People think 7-foot tables are easy. They're easy to pocket balls. Not easy to stay in line, getting through traffic. Confined areas, big pockets, but confined areas. Tight little areas to get into. Perfect example there. Yeah, I got to kick this ball. He can't jump at it. Right-hander can't jump at it. It's a left-handed jump shot. He doesn't even have a real very easy kick right here. I think he's down to a 1-rail kick. I like kicking most of these shots 2 rails to kick the object ball out and stick the cue ball, but I don't see that either if I'm looking at it correctly from where I'm at. I don't see a 2-rail kick. So 1 rail will be either direction. You can't even go 3 rails after it, the 8's blocking. See if we can stick this in, but I think he has to stretch it out to get to it. Pretty good.
That'd be 0 for 1,000. So much different. First game because
He's going to have to cut the cue ball loose here a little bit. I shave this with inside. Most people wouldn't do that. They think I'm out on mine. And 7-6 winner, Chris. Be right back. I'm going to put a spot on that and wipe the balls. Hey, I'm going to put a spot on there. They have a spot. I'll get a spot. Turn it up.